the picture of the guy is like this. He's like, no, because I've never seen one. So, you know, as you guys know, we don't do a lot of product endorsement because obviously we're not getting paid by them. But for us, we've used a couple different, you know, liquids and all different kinds of solutions to remove rust, to help us to move it a little easier in the process of when we find it. You know, there's some spots that are going to be pretty difficult to get some sandpaper there. A lot of people don't have, you know, sandblasters laying around or anything like that, or you don't have a local sandblaster. You just, hey, come on over and take care of this for me. So we've looked around, and one of the ones that we've used is this Rust-Oleum dissolver. Kind of pretty much what it says on here. Spray it on there, you know, move it around with a brush, and then give it about 30 minutes, and it'll turn into like this kind of blackish flaky paste. So once you get to 30 minutes, all you do is wash it down. And as you guys saw, this is the steering rack extension here for the 93 Foxbody that we our GT. So we're cleaning it up, give it a nice little clearing on it so it looks nice and clean, because it was filthy and rusty and ugly looking. So as you can tell, still some little spots there that we're going to address with probably some, you know, a very soft abrasive or anything like that, probably like a scrub pad, and that should completely clean off once we dunk it into water. And clean it off and look at it again, maybe give it a second coat. And this stuff is kind of like a gel, so you're gonna have to spray it on there a little bit at a time, and then move it around with a brush. So you can see here, like it's pretty thick and gooey. So this is kind of the stuff that we've been using on our 86 4i build that we call the Sandbox, and it's pretty much been the thing that we've been using on all the rust lately, and it does a really good job. But you gotta have to give it a little bit of a elbow grease there, man. You know, a little bit of a cleaning off first. You might want to take off whatever you see chunky or crunchy. You know, if anything chunky like that, get it off. You know, scrape it off, and then just slap some of this stuff on there and watch it do its magic.
Now
so
we hope it worked for you.
So now, you know, go ahead and give it a try. Hopefully it works for you. Leave us a comment. Let us know if it does. For us, it's done a pretty decent job. It's really good on surface for us, and we've used it on some pretty chunkier stuff. But like I said, we've also scraped a good amount of that off. And it does a really good job. So, you know, drop us a line. Let us know. What do you guys think? Again, is that the Rust-Oleum dissolver works really, really well. So as you guys can tell, we'll show you the finished product once we're done with it. So we'll give it a couple more minutes, put it in some water, see what happens. Gotta make sure you wash off Borgeson. There it is. Haha.
Yep, now you can see
all that rust just came right off. We're in line.
It works really good on surface rust.
Look at that. Now we can give it one a little finer, little just maybe a little thin abrasive, and it's ready to get painted. Or at least we're just going to clear it. There we go. Stuff really does work. Gets a little boogery, but just make sure you just get it all off before you start drying it up and decide to go paint it or whatever it is you decide to do with it. But just make sure you get this stuff off. You don't want to leave it on there. It may just end up corroding something else, and now you'll be back to kind of like square one per se. You take this apart. couple things flying around, you know, little hairs. But I mean, that's what you get for painting outside. No one's really gonna see it. This is actually the bolt-up plate for the pinion that goes to our drive shafts. So I think the only thing you're really gonna see is the outside rim and maybe partially part of the back. A couple spots in here, but it's okay. It's not too bad. It's just giving it a protective layer so we don't get that disgusting rust look on there. Basically, as you guys can see, we took our steering shaft here and we just basically, man, I cannot go over enough. Like I say, like, we don't do a lot of product. We're not getting paid by these guys, right? I'm just saying, for anybody out there that does work on your Fox, you know, you do your own work on your Fox bodies, man. We all know here in the Rust Belt, it's exactly what it is. It's the damn Rust Belt. I mean, we get a lot of rust here. Salt, snow, even if you don't drive it, humidity here just gets into your car. I mean, our sandbox here, you know, we sand it down and it's pretty much covered, but we're gonna get some surface rust, so we gotta keep coming back, just make sure it doesn't stick. And I cannot just say it enough, man, that we just, you know, we got this piece. It was completely brown, you know, as you could see, like when we first got it off the car, because it's been sitting there for a minute, so I'm not gonna lie. But you know, we just sprayed it down, you know, with our little rust dissolver here, and again, it's the Rust-Oleum rust dissolver. Guys, if you've got anything better, let us know, man. But I think this stuff right here is the easiest product that you can buy. It's really cheap. I think it was only like $8 a bottle. And I mean, we've been using it on as we go along with the car. And I'm not saying that we need gallons of it, but you know, we're just whatever we cannot remove with our abrasives or you know, our sandpaper, you know, we use this stuff to get into the finer details, and it does a great job. So I cannot say that enough, because I mean, you'll see our shaft. Once we're putting on our Diamond Clear by Eastwood Paints, and we're just going to keep it that metal color, just so it doesn't rust up anymore, and you know, just collect that rust. Same thing that we're doing to our this is our pinion flange right here. So the same thing we're doing. We're just going to put a little bit on the back side of it. You know, I'm not going to do anything on the inside because that goes up, of course, on the inside. But just to, you know, I hate to see this stuff just sit there and collect surface rust. You know, we would like to keep the car as clean looking as possible, and that's why we're doing this. I want to thank everybody, you know, watching on YouTube. Thanks a lot, guys. Leave us a comment. Let us know what we did wrong. Please, I'm always looking to get better. You know, why not? But thanks for everybody on Facebook and Instagram. Keep following. Give us the likes. Remember, don't forget to subscribe. And our next video is coming right up. Thanks a lot, guys. You have a good one.